When you're looking for a home in Jacksonville, and you're looking for a historic home in Jacksonville, the quintessential historic neighborhood in Jacksonville is Springfield. But I got to tell you this, there are woefully few real estate agents available in Jacksonville that know the community, love the community, and live in the community. I've brought a friend of mine for more than 20 years to meet with you today, Crissie Cudd from Southern Moss Realty, who knows the neighborhood, loves the neighborhood, and has lived in the neighborhood for more than a decade. Crissie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's a treat to sit down with you. We haven't sat down for a one-on-one
in a while.
Quite a while, so it's beautiful that we get to share it with others. That's a really good thing. I've known you for a long time, and I know you've been in Springfield for more than a decade. Mm-hmm. What drew you first to take that leap to become a Springfield resident?
We first fell in love with the homes and the neighborhood. It wasn't until we moved in that we discovered the real drawing card to Springfield is the people. It's just the best neighborhood. It's an amazing group of people. We were told the unofficial slogan is, "We're all here because we're not all there." But we just have an incredible neighborhood, young, old, people who've been there for decades, newcomers, families, you name it. And everybody is passionate about the neighborhood.
We've been inspecting homes in Springfield for a quarter century now. The homes weren't even 100 years old when we started with it. One of the things I've enjoyed about being so involved in the neighborhood over the years is the evolution of the merchants on Main Street. And unlike the town center, which has all of the same stores in every other town in America, I can get beers on Main Street that exist nowhere else in the world. I love that sense of hyper-local and community.
You'll have a third choice coming up soon because Strings is getting ready to open within the next month or two. That'll be a sports brewery at the old 9th and Main location.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm looking forward to that. And that's a gorgeous building that's really needed some redo on its love. And the Clutho apartment building right next door to that, which was brought back, which was a big thrill. You know, what about the sense of community? When I talk to people who moved to Jacksonville from other parts of the country, I grew up in New Jersey in a very old neighborhood, and everybody sat on their porch, everybody knew everybody. If I misbehaved 2 blocks away from my house, somebody called my mom before I got home. You feel that same communal sense in Springfield?
We're a front porch neighborhood. We're the original front porch neighborhood for Jacksonville. And my husband and I like to take walks, but it's impossible to take a walk for exercise in Springfield because you run into so many people you know. We'll come back after an hour and a half and think, oh, we walked for an hour and a half. No, we chatted for an hour. We walked for 30 minutes.
Went from porch to porch to porch.
Yeah.
Tell me about Porch Fest.
Porch Fest, a group of us got together several years ago, and we're talking about branding Springfield, and it evolved out of the concept of the fact that we are the front porch neighborhood. So we wanted to celebrate that with a festival, and one of the people in our group had heard about this going on around the country, and it turned into our first Porch Fest. Live music played from some of the best porches in the neighborhood, all walking distance, and it grew from that. Last year, I think we must have had close to 20,000 people.
Yeah, I heard that.
And it's food trucks, it's crafts, it's the streets are closed, it's all free. It'll be coming up again first Saturday in November, I believe it is.
Yeah, it's almost like Woodstock, in a good way.
Yes.
In a good way. What about the renovation challenges and the help you can get in the neighborhood? So it's so critical that when you're doing a renovation in a 100-plus-year-old house, you've got craftspeople and whatnot who are friendly and familiar in that environment so it doesn't go awry. How does SPAR help coach people along through that process?
SPAR has a design review committee that you can go to with any questions so that prior to taking your plans to the Historic Preservation Commission, you can get a lot of your questions worked out while you're still in the figuring out stages. Also, most of us who do business in the neighborhood also have a network of contacts that we can refer from electricians to
people who are old house
roofers,
friendly,
yes,
who
that understand what they're looking at, and inspection companies that have done business in the neighborhood so that they know when they see 100-year-old wiring what that means, and it's not necessarily an opportunity to freak out.
Right, there's no freakouts allowed.
Right.
None of that. That's fascinating. I enjoyed you coming and sit with me. I know that there are thousands of people around Jacksonville who have a strong interest in Springfield, in the revitalization, in the merchants. What is the best way to reach out to you to maybe sit for a brew or sit for a cup of coffee on Main and learn more about the neighborhood?
I have a website, yourspringfieldresource.com. That's got a lot of information on it, and I'm going to be adding a calendar because there are just so many events going on. We've got Music on Main coming up and a lot of things because this is our 150th anniversary. Excellent. Thanks for being with me. Crissie, I've known for more than 20 years. She's been in the neighborhood for more than a decade. You owe it to yourself. If you're excited about Springfield, get excited about Crissie.